Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's about quarter to 10, and it is November 4th, and you can definitely feel that humidity out there today. Warmth, the skies definitely had a lot of high clouds and contrails in it today. And you can start to see what's going on as the warmer, more humid air moves into the picture here. So what we got outside right now, yeah, it's humid out there. 63, dew point 59. That is kind of muggy for November, of course, and it's going to get even more humid than that. We're looking at the day to day. Temperatures got into the 70s today, and dew points were kind of high. That's even with the sea breeze we had that, so it's kind of interesting. I'm wondering how cool those water temperatures are offshore. 62, so yeah, not that cool. So has some effect, but not as much as you would hope for. So let's take a look at what the highs were for the day. Because our lows, we'll have to look at that too. But first, we'll start with the highs. Yeah, pretty much into the 70s today, mid 70s, pretty much low to mid 70s. Well, on Long Island, we had low 70s, but look at Jersey. They got into the already. Look at that, 77 Coilfield, 75 at Lakehurst for a high. So yeah, they were a lot warmer than we were today. We'll look again closely at so most of Long Island got into the mid 70s for highs, and again, the way the site is, that's why I don't like doing this. But you can see mid 70s for highs. South Shore was in the upper 60s, around 70 in the city. But yeah, Jersey, quite warm in Jersey again, and I think they have a potential to hit 80 perhaps. It was a little cooler along the shore, the Jersey Shore, however. So let's take a look at our lows for the day. And waiting for them to load, and you'll see up 37 at West Hampton. So that's the last. We're not going to see that radiational cooling tonight. 45 at Islip. So lows in the mid 40s last night, except in the upper 30s in the colder spots. The city holding on to low 50s, and also in the New Jersey Pinelands there, 38 at Lakehurst, and mid 40s elsewhere. So that'll be the last time we see those cool nights for at least a couple of days as we get into this warm, humid air mass. And just to show you how warm and humid this air mass is, we go all the way out here, and we'll go to the station plot, and we'll show you all the warmth that's spread across the whole eastern two-thirds of the country here. I put the dew points in. You'll see it's quite humid across the whole east. You'll see high dew points, and that is fueling some severe weather. We have numerous tornado warnings now in effect. Looks like it's a tornado warning there. Get the observations out of the way, I guess. I'm trying to click on the warning area here to show you. So tornado watch, but there's also the red. That usually means a tornado warning has been issued to these areas. So yeah, we have numerous tornado warnings in the Midwest, in East Texas, into Louisiana, and into Arkansas, and also up all the way up into looks like western parts of Tennessee, Missouri. It's really a matter. That's not Tennessee. I don't think. Is that Tennessee? No, it's not. That is Tennessee. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to really see the state lines because of this line here, this thing here. But you can see there's a lot of severe weather here. So if we look at this on the radar, you'll see. Look at that, stretching all the way down from San Antonio. It's much easier to see where the line is on this. East Texas into Arkansas, into Missouri. Yeah, not Tennessee. I got that thing. I can't read on that thing. Yeah, this line goes all the way up. So yeah, this is because you have a border between two vastly different air masses in this area. Much drier, cooler air behind it, and the warm, humid air coming up ahead of it with dew points well into the 70s. Temperatures reaching into the 80s over there. It's very summer-like and very unusual, to say the least. And it's all because of this huge ridge we have here in the east. And looking at the lightning production, yeah, look at all the lightning from these storms. So they're getting some really severe weather there. It's probably going to cause some power outages, too, if we go and we look at the power outage map. Let's see. Yeah, well, Texas has quite a few outages, 50,000 people without. So it looks like Texas right now, hardest hit. So, yeah, we got this crazy ridge in place for the weekend, and that's going to mean it's going to be quite warm, and it's going to stay warm and humid as that warm and humid air comes up, and we have to wait until Monday for this front to come through and then bring in some relief. And you'll notice we have two big weather features here. We have a big high pressure that's going to be building down from eastern Canada, bring us nice weather, but we also have a tropical system which could wind up becoming a hurricane and slam right into Florida. So this is what the GFS is showing right now. And then after that high moves offshore, we get into some of the rain from that next weekend, and we may wind up getting soaked from that next weekend, not this weekend. So, yeah, that's quite interesting right there. Let's take a closer look at this tropical system, and I know this is kind of a ways out here. I don't even think has it even gotten a name yet. I don't think it's even gotten a name yet. I think it's this disturbance here. Um, yeah, if this were to form, if we looked at the wind here, we'll just look at the kind of wind that we're going to be dealing with here, and I'll just show it to you briefly. This could be a tropical storm or maybe even a hurricane. And yeah, it could be quite intense. It goes into Florida there. This would be on early Thursday, Wednesday night to Thursday. We'd have to watch the possibility of some tropical system hitting there right now. It's a ways away, but again, it's kind of weird that the way this whole pattern is setting up, and it's all because of the crazy jet stream. Again, if we look at the jet stream, you'll see what we have here. So you see this huge ridge in the east. There's that narrow trough. And then we have just this huge ridge in the east. All right? We have this high building down, but because of the pattern of the jet stream, it comes down at the lower levels. And we have this big upper ridge in place. So this provides a good environment for a tropical system to develop when we see something like this. So we will have to keep that in. Well, we'll have to keep watching that for sure. But let's take a close look at our area. Go into the HRRR now. And we most of the 0Z HRRR in. And you will see here for tomorrow, we might actually have some fog again. We had some fog this morning, and we could have fog again. I want to see what those reports of fog were and how dense it was. Let's see West Hampton, because that would probably be where they had it. And they're probably going to see fog again tonight, too, as well. So it looks like, yeah, they've already have some fog and mist, actually, already out there being reported with some visibility down. Yeah, look at that, 1.75. So, yeah, there is some fog out there, and then we started off with fog this morning. You'll see, look at how, wow, it really was dense. 0.25. Wow, that is pretty dense fog right there. So they had some really dense fog, and that's not surprising because they had really good radiational cooling, and that, the ground was very, very cold, and you could see the fog was being reported all the way there. So they really had some. That's pretty dense fog over there. I'm surprised that they did not issue a dense fog advisory. Let's see. I mean, maybe it was just the West Hampton area because it's naturally cold. Let's see what if Islip reported the fog. Yep, they had some pretty thick fog, too, this morning, down to 0.25 mile visibility. So you got this humid air coming in over the cold ground, and that causes some really heavy ground fog. So we could see it again tonight. I think we will. But as far as tomorrow goes, I mean, it will be dry. We won't see any rainfall, but it will be humid. You see that southerly flow right there. And then we have to watch for the chance of showers later into Sunday with this cold front here that's slowly coming toward us. All right, so let's go look at the dew points, and you'll see that we got that southerly wind, southwesterly wind tomorrow, southwesterly wind. You can see very humid tomorrow. It's going to be very humid, dew points into the 60s. You're going to be feeling it for sure. But at least with the southerly flow, at least they'll probably keep Long Island from hitting 80. I think in New Jersey, I think you're going to hit 80 tomorrow. And I'm going to have to see what the records are for tomorrow because we still could break some records. In fact, let's go and look at the weather services. I don't know if they're going to talk about the records for Islip, I think, but there's a good chance that we would see some of that. So we'll have to see what happens. But we could see some records broken. Well, I don't know what the records are for tomorrow. But you can see, again, there's that southerly flow continuing that humidity south-southwest flow. So looking at our air temperatures, and it's not going to drop back much tonight. Probably upper 50s if you're lucky. Tomorrow, we're getting well into the 70s, mid-70s, low to mid-70s for Long Island. If you're in Jersey, you're going to get close to 80 degrees, if not hit it. And then tomorrow night, we'll be even warmer. We're not going to go below the low to mid-60s. It's going to be like summer weather, all right? And then here we are tomorrow, even warmer. I think you get into the 80s in New Jersey tomorrow for Sunday. I mean, not tomorrow. Sunday, I think you're going to see 80s in New Jersey, 70s on Long Island. I mean, this is just insane kind of warm weather. We're not supposed to be seeing this at all at this time of the year. So let's go and look at our skies. Go to the RGEM and we'll go look at the skies. Obviously, we will have plenty of. We'll see a lot of cloud. We'll have the stratus in the morning with the fog, and then some cirrus and altocumulus during the day. There'll still be sunshine for tomorrow. Sunday, we'll see more in the way of thicker high clouds. All right, and then as we get into Monday, we should actually ease some of those clouds out of here, and that's because the drier air will come in on Monday. But we will talk more in detail about that. I think we'll go a little bit. I'll talk a little bit about this cold front here for Monday, and so you can see here we are. So here is the GFS, and you can see the cold front comes through. The dry air starts coming in by the afternoon. We'll see winds shifting from the southwest. Well, actually, they're going to start from the west, which could get us quite warm before the drier air comes in, and then see there's the north flow that comes in with that high pressure. As far as air temperatures go, though, as far as Monday goes, Monday could be the warmest day on Long Island, where I think we have a shot at seeing mid to upper 70s. Don't think 80, but I think one of these days we will wind up breaking the record. So that's going to wrap up this weather update as we deal with a summer-like weekend in November. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.